strap and fire it up. It's time to light the fuse.
It's time to light a fuse. We'll need white light fire. Yeah. Right, rear racing, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Like live on the track or the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase dreams. From the dirt to the asphalt, throttle stays wide. Every lap we broadcast, it's a hell of a ride. Yeah, Facebook Live and that YouTube screen. Tune in now, it's a high octane scene. Tires spinning, fans grinning. Right rear's live, and we ain't quitting. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, we need your time. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, it's your time.
Engines roar under the blazing sun. Dirt flies high and the race is on. 8 tracks to conquer, the fight is real. Super late models, rubber burns the steel. Summer Sizzle, who's the king tonight? Turn my turn under stadium lights. Champions rise, driven to the brink. One will win while the rest just sink. Grit and grind on the fast-paced sand. Throttle wide open, steady my hand. The dirt's alive, it's got a heart that beats. It's the battlefield where legends meet. Grind on the fast-paced sand. Throttle wide open, steady my hand. The dirt's alive, it's got a heart that beats. It's the battlefield where legends meet. Clouds of dust, adrenaline flows. Crowd screams loud as the tension grows. Every lap's war, no room for doubt. One mistake and you're spinning out. Summer Sizzle, who's the king tonight? Turn my turn and the race is on. 8 tracks to conquer, the fight is real. Super late models, rubber burns the steel. Summer Sizzle, who's the king tonight? Turn my turn and the race is on. Champions rise, driven to the brink. One will win while the rest just sink. Grit and grind on the fast-paced sand. Throttle wide open, steady my hand. The dirt's alive, it's got a heart that beats. It's the battlefield where legends meet. Grit and grind on the fast-paced sand. Throttle wide open, steady my hand. The dirt's alive, it's got a heart that beats. It's the battlefield where legends meet. Race deep is the final lap. Pressure's heavy, can't afford a gap. Who's got the nerve, who's got the grind? Glory's waiting at the finish line.
And welcome back, race fans, to Right Rear Racing, as we bring you some racing action tonight here at Lernerville for your summer sizzle for the Firecracker 100. And apparently my audio is not working for the cars. We should be able to hear them now. Again, thank you for joining in here. And these guys are finishing up some practice laps here. And once they get done with their practice, we're going to go straight into our qualifying. It looks like we're going to have 15 drivers make the call tonight. And sorry about that, as I was double checking it since I'm not hearing the audio, but I see the bars moving. And we have about 2 minutes left, a minute left of practice left. And before we go to our qualifying here, coming into tonight's points race, or the points are looking like this after 3 weeks. Brad Allman is going to be in the lead with 569 points. James Broswell Jr., he's going to be in second with 555. Tyson Banks sitting third with 550. Brandon Barnhart in fourth with 542. And rounding out your top 5 is going to be Josh Smith with 537. And 6 is going to be Jordan Koblenz with 528. Cody Connor in 7th with a 522. Jacob Laster in 8th there with 521. And Brandon Marlowe in 9th with 501. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be Will Hanger, and he has 368. And that's what your points look like. Coming in here to week number 4, there's going to be 4 more weeks left of racing after this. We're going to be off next week, and then we're going to do 4 straight weeks of racing here to complete the summer sizzle. Again, thank you for everyone for joining in here, and we will get you your racing action here momentarily, as they are getting the checker flag now. And we're going to have 2 heat races tonight. And with those 2 heat races, the top 4 are going to be inverted in your heat race. As we go and watch Jordan Koblenz as he comes out on the track first. He's going to try to get that high side momentum built up here. As he comes out of 4 here, he's going to be getting the green flag. Throws her in there in turn 1 and 2. He gets up to the high side and down the back straightaway. And running the lit there in 3 and 4. And at the line for lap number 1 for him is going to be a 14:88. Jeffrey Hyatt, he's went out there in that 1:11. He got a 14:91. Chase Copeland, he's going to be your quick time setter so far with a 14:42. And for Jordan, for his second lap, is he going to get any better this time around? He got a 14:67. That's still going to maintain second position for him. And Samuel Lawson, he's going to be sitting in 6th after his first lap. And since he comes off 4 there, and at the line, he's going to move up to 5th with a 14:57. Your quick times pole sitter currently is going to be Brad Allman with a 14:40. Chase Copeland in 2nd with a 14:42. Brandon Barnhart has just completed his second lap there, and his second lap is not going to be any better than his first one. He got a 14:42 as well on his first lap. And we're going to go out there with a 7:47 of Tyson Banks as he's just now getting the green flag. As Tyson goes down the back straightaway here on the top side of the track in 3 and 4. Off of 4, his first lap is going to be a 15:30. He's getting that bottom side going in 1 and 2. He's going to go up to the high side, down the back straightaway. He's looking down low in 3 and 4 for his second lap. Let's see if he gets any faster here on this lap here. And he's going to get a lot quicker there with a 14:52, jumping him up to 6th currently. And James Broswell, I believe, has run his. We're going to go with Casey Borgmeyer. Looks like he completed his. Did Barnhart complete his? Does not. I think he might be doing extra laps here. And your top 3 for tonight's qualifying is going to be Brad Allman, Chase Copeland, and Brandon Barnhart. Josh Smith is going to be 4th in the... I couldn't tell you who was 5th there. And for heat race number 1, Your starting lineup's going to look like this. It's going to have Cody Connor in that 3 machine starting on the pole. Brandon Marlowe on his outside in the 37. Inside row number 2 is going to have Brandon Barnhart in the 101. On his outside is going to be Brad Almond in the 9. Inside row number 3 has James Broswell Jr. in the 109. And then on his outside is going to be Jordan Koblenz in the 27. And on your final row here for heat race number 1 is going to be Ethan Waywood in the 10. And on his outside is going to be Casey Borgmeyer in the 010. And hopefully I said those last names correct there. Again, we had a 4-car invert. I just see them coming down the back straightaway here. And it looks like your pace truck lights are off. They're getting the rolled up green flag. We're going to go racing next time around. As Cody Connor in that 3 machine leads the field down the back straightaway, they're ready to get under action here for your Firecracker 100 heat race number 1. And he's coming off 4. He's getting the green flag. He's going to hit that loud pedal and lead us underway here. The 37 is going to get a good jump on the outside. Brandon Barnhart is going to be right there trying to push the issue to make it 3 wide there momentarily, I thought. And he let off just a little bit there. Going in turn 3. Lap number 1 is going to be led by the 3 of Cody Connor. Barnhart's going to get that bottom side going and move up into the 2nd position and push Brandon Marlowe back to 3rd. We have a battle here for 2nd between the 101, the 37, and the 109. We have one going on the outside there. I believe that's Jordan Koblenz in the 27. Brandon Marlowe's trying to still push the issue and get in there. The 109 of James Broswell Jr. got into Marlowe just a little bit, and after 3 laps down, starting lap number 4, it's still Cody Connor out in the front, followed by Brandon Barnhart. Brandon Marlowe in 3rd. We're going to go back here to, and Marlowe just goes on the off the track on 3, and that's going to push this battle here on your screen of Almond and Broswell battling it out for 3rd as we are halfway through with heat race number 1. And Almond's going to look down low, going in turn 3. He's going to get that bottom side going off of 4 here. The 109 of Broswell's getting the outside going and maintaining his momentum there. As they go down the back straightaway, entering turn number 3, Almond's still right there. He's trying to look down low, and they're going to try to go 3 wide here. They're getting popsicle sticks as we have 2 laps remaining in heat race number 1. It's been Cody Connor since the drop of the green for this heat race. Brandon Barnhart's in 2nd, and on your screen right now is the 109 and the 9 battling it out for position number 3 as we got the white flag. It's only one more lap in this fit. See who's going to get finished out in 3rd as they have been racing side by side here. Going in turn number 3, we're going to go back up to your front, and Cody Connor is going to take the win for heat race number 1, followed by Brandon Barnhart. James Broswell Jr. in that 109 is going to finish in 3rd, and Brad Almond in the 9A is going to finish 4th. And the rest of your results for heat race number 1 tonight. Again, you have Cody Connor, Brandon Barnhart, James Broswell, Brad Almond. In 5th is going to be Casey Borgmeyer. In 6th is going to be Ethan Waywood. Brandon Marlowe in 7th, and rounding out the field is going to be Jordan Koblenz. And heat race number 2 is gridding up now, and your starting lineup for heat race number 2 tonight is going to be Samuel Lawson in the 44 on the pole. On his outside is going to be the 747 of Tyson Banks. Inside row number 2 has Josh Smith in his 83 machine, and on his outside is going to be the 110 of Chase Copeland. Inside row number 3 has Justin White in the 20 machine, and on his outside is going to be Jeffrey Hyatt in the 111. And rounding out the field for heat race number 2 here is going to be Tyler Potter in the 02. And as they are coming out onto the track, take a moment here and give a shout out to the sponsors of Dirt Series. And your sponsors are going to be Butt Kicker, Finish First Designs, All Out Graphics, and Regal Promotions. And as Samuel Lawson leads the field, coming off of 4 here under parade laps, they are getting the road up green flag as they're going to go green flag racing next time around. And it doesn't look like Jeffrey Hyatt in the 111 is going to make the call for his heat race tonight, as Samuel Lawson and the rest of the field stacks up down the back straightaway. We're ready to go green flag racing. Samuel leads the field into 3, and coming off 4, he's getting the green flag. He's going to hit that lap pedal and try to get a good jump here. Here comes the 747 of Tyson Banks on his outside. Tyson's going to push up, try to get to that outside cushion there. He's going to get a good run down the back straightaway. He's going to have a slight lead as they go in turn number 3. Samuel Lawson's going to throw the car in there, and coming off of turn number 4, lap number 1 is going to be led by Tyson Banks. Right behind him is going to be Samuel Lawson, and behind those two, we are going to be 3 wide between the 20, the 83, and the 110. They're all 3 wide. Well, we got a little bit of contact there. We got a caution coming out, and we've seen that action right there. And there's the 111 of Jeffrey Hyatt as he has made the field now. Go try to take a look at it there. As you see, there were 3 wide. The 20W kind of goes in there, hits the door of Josh Smith, and Josh Smith pushed up into I believe that was Chase Copeland in the 110. And we're not going to go green as Jeffrey Hyatt is going to get back on the lead lap here. The next time around at the flag stand, they're going to get the rolled up green flag to get back underway here at Lernerville for heat race number 2 for your Firecracker 100. Immediately after this race, we're going to have about 2 to 3 minute warm-up session, try to break the track in, and following that, we're going to have the 100 lap race here for your Firecracker 100. As Tyson Banks leads the field off of turn 4, he's getting that rolled up green flag. The pace truck lights are off as we're ready to go back underway here at Lernerville. And we're going to be single file here. It's going to be Tyson Banks in the 747, followed by the 44 of Samuel Lawson. In third is going to be the 83 of Josh Smith, the 110 of Chase Copeland, and the 20 of Justin White. And we're green back underway here. Tyson is going to get a good jump, followed by Samuel Lawson. And at 44, we have another caution coming out. I believe we on that restart, Jeffrey Hyatt in that 111 here. I'm sorry, that's because that 20 machine of Justin White is trying to make the pass already before passing the flag stand. So Justin White will be given an EOL for jumping the start. It's supposed to be nose to bumper on the restarts here until the flag stand. And now they're getting the rolled up green flag. Once again, we should be back underway here as we are only 2 laps down in your main event here, as we did not complete a lap on that caution being thrown out. Field looks good. Tyson Banks leads us turn 3. He's hitting that loud pedal. We're back under green flag racing here as Tyson Banks leads the field. Samuel Lawson in second. Here comes the 83 of Josh Smith looking down low in 1 and 2. And down the back straightaway, the 44 of Lawson is going to get a good run on Josh. But going in 3, Josh has a better line. It looks like they're going in 3. And he's maintaining his 3rd position. Here comes Copeland on his trying to get the outside moving here and get into 3rd, as we are now halfway through with heat race number 2. And we have Lawson going over the berm there. That's going to move Josh Smith up to 2nd, and the 110 of Chase Copeland is going to move up into 3rd. Copeland's going to try to reel in or stay right here on Josh and look down low in 3 and 4 here, as at the flag stand we're going to have popsicle sticks as we have 2 laps remaining here in your heat race number 2. The 0-2 of Tyler's trying to make a move up there. He's moved up 3 spots so far in this heat race. And we have Tyson Banks out in the lead, as Tyson's going to be coming off 4, getting the white flag. Josh Smith is in 2nd. And here comes Chase trying to look down low. He's trying to make something happen here and make a pass here on Josh in your last lap. As he goes down low, coming off of 4, it's going to be Tyson Banks winning the race and Josh Smith in 2nd. Chase finishing 3rd. The 111 of Jeffrey Hyatt has made his way back from missing the start of the race and finishing in 4th. Tyler in the 0-2 is going to round out your top 5. And to look at the rest of your field here, Samuel Lawson, you've seen him go over the berm there. And that's what caused, as he was running in 2nd, that's why he's moved back to 6th and finishing out in 6th. And Justin White in the 20 machine had got that EOL for jumping the start there. And you see these guys are coming out here on the track now to get some warm-up session in, try to break the track in to get racy for tonight's event. And right now is your time to go get your refreshments and get ready to be locked in here for 100 laps tonight. And if you haven't done so and you're new here, please hit that follow, like, or subscribe button as well. And again, for the schedule, next week we are off for the Summer Sizzle. But we pick up the race in action once again on the 17th of July as we do the race number 5 of the Summer Sizzle. That's going to be the Show Me 100. Then we follow it up on the 24th of July for the Silver Dollar Nationals at Huset's. Then the 31st of July for race number 7 is going to be your Prairie Dirt Classic at Fairbury. And then we finish out the race season for your Summer Sizzle August 7th. For race number 8 at the USA, that's the USA Nationals at Cedar Lake. Again, all those races will be broadcasted live right here on Right Rear Racing, and the action starts at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And as for Right Rear Racing, we are going to be off next week for all of our broadcasts, but then we're going to pick it back up that same week that Dirt Series Summer Sizzle race number 5 is happening, as we are going to be broadcasting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, all right here on Right Rear Racing, starting at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Monday night we will be covering the ARCA series, and then Tuesday is going to be a special event put on by Right Rear Racing that is to help F&D awareness. It's going to be a 100-lap race at Lucas Oil in dirt street stocks. There's no cautions, no black flags. Just come in, run the race, and you want to cut through the field and take someone out, have at it. Looks like they're getting waved the checkered flag. The track conditions looking good for your racing action tonight. And your starting lineup for tonight's main event is going to have the 3 of Cody Connor on the pole. On his outside is going to be the 747 of Tyson Banks. Inside row number 2 has Brandon Barnhart in his 101. And on his outside is going to be the 83 of Josh Smith. Inside row number 3 has James Broswell Jr. in the 109. And on his outside is going to be Chase Copeland in the 110. Brad Allman starts inside row number 4 in his 9 machine. And on his outside is going to be the 111 of Jeffrey Hyatt. Row 5 has Casey Borgmeyer in the 010, and on his outside is going to be Tyler Potter in the 02. Row 6 has Ethan Waywood in the 10 machine, and then Samuel Lawson on his outside in the 44. And your last, in row number 7 is going to be Brandon Marlowe in the 37, and on his outside is going to be Justin White in the 20 machine, and rounding out the field for tonight's Firecracker 100 is going to be Jordan Komblentz in the 27. Again, thank you for joining in here on Right Rear Racing to catch the action here tonight for your Firecracker 100. And it looks like they get the rolled up green flag. The pace truck lights are off. We're going to go racing next time around. The field is going to be stacking up right behind Cody and Tyson as they come off turn 2 and getting ready down the back straightaway to get this action underway here for your Firecracker 100. And I'm one lap ahead here as I did see the truck lights are off. I thought we were going to go racing. And now we have the rolled up green flag and we're going to go racing next time around. I'm just ready to get this race going on, guys. Hey, Cody Connor and Tyson Banks are side by side down the back straightaway, getting the field stacked up, ready to go as they go into turn number 3. They're going to be waiting for the green flag for your starting here. And the green flag's waving. They're underway, and Cody Connor's going to get a good jump with that's Barnhart down low. He's trying to make a pass on Banks there as they go down the back straightaway side by side with the 101 and the 747. Here comes the 109 of Broswell. He's trying to follow along with Brandon Barnhart. Barnhart's going to move side by side with Cody Connor, and we're still racing side by side here. He's trying to make a pass on the bottom side as they go side by side down the back straightaway. As the 101 is looking down low, the 3 is going to be up high with Tyson Banks, and off of 4, we're going to have a new leader this time around as lap number 3 was led by Brandon Barnhart. As Barnhart's going to try to get that bottom going, Cody's going to go back up to the top in 3 and 4. Broswell's going to follow that bottom line with Barnhart. Your top 4 drivers are on the screen right now. That's the 101 of Barnhart, followed by the 109 of Broswell. Broswell's going to slide up and cut off Cody Connor there. And Cody Connor's going to be in 3rd. Tyson Banks in 4th currently as he's running that high side, followed by the 110 of Chase Copeland. And the 6 of Josh Smith, as they're all right here on top of each other. We're early on into this field. We have the battle here for 4th on your screen between the 110 and the 747. We're going to go back up to the front as I see Braswell trying to get that inside going. I thought we were going to be side by side trying to make a pass. As they come off turn 2, they're going to be side by side down the back straightaway. The 101 is going to get that high side going. Here comes the 109 down low. They're going to turn 3 side by side and off 4. 101, Barnhart's going to get that run. He's going to maintain the lead. Here comes the 109, still looking down low as Barnhart's getting the outside going. And here comes Braswell getting the bottom going. He's going to try to throw a short slider here. Coming off of 4, he's going to take the lead away from Barnhart here on lap number 7. Here comes Cody Connor down low as well. Your top 3 drivers are on your screen right now as Braswell, Barnhart, and Cody Connor. And we have a battle here for 4th between Tyson Banks in the 747 and the 110 of Chase Copeland, as these drivers are racing side by side trying to get into 4th position. And right behind them in 6th is going to be Josh Smith in the 83. Your top 6 drivers are all right here. 110 of Copeland and the 747 of Tyson Banks make contact as we go back up here with Cody Connor and Barnhart, as Barnhart's moving up a lane on the track. And here comes Cody Connor down low. He's trying to make a pass on Barnhart for the 2nd position. As we are now 10 laps into your 100-lap race here, everyone's kind of settling in just a little bit as Braswell is still in the lead here, followed by Barnhart and Cody Connor in 3rd. The 110 of Copeland is going to be in 4th. Tyson Banks is going to round out your top 5 currently. Josh Smith is still sitting in 6th. Here comes Tyler in the 02, as Tyler has currently moved up 3 spots so far. And Casey Borgmeyer in the 010. He's going to try to get the outside ripping. Jeffrey Hyatt in the 111 is going to be in 9th. And rounding out your top 10 currently is going to be the 44 of Samuel Lawson. We're going to go back up to the front of the field here, as it's still James Braswell Jr. in the 109. We're going to go back there to Cody Connor and Chase Copeland as they're trying to battle it out here for position number 3, as Copeland's going to try to dive underneath him on the back straightaway. I thought he was going to do that as he came off turn 2. They're going to be side by side in 3 and 4, and the 3 is going to maintain that high side momentum off of 4. And Braswell's only has about a half-second gap on Barnhart. And we have someone trying to make a pass here. That's going to be Tyler in the 02 trying to make a pass on Josh Smith for that 6th position. And as Barnhart closes up onto the 109 of Braswell, on your screen is your current 1-2 positions, as they are now 19 laps down here, and I'm always ahead. It looks like we're 18 laps down here, starting on lap number 19. As Chase looks down low in 3 and 4, he's going to throw a slide job on Cody Connor. He's going to take over your 3rd position. I just seen the ticker move there as I was trying to watch this action right here. As you see on your screen, barely before we jumped over here, it's Brandon Barnhart trying to get that bottom side going in 1 and 2. At this time around, coming off turn number 4, it's still going to be Braswell, followed by Barnhart, as we are now 20 laps into your 100-lap main event here tonight. The 110 of Chase Copeland, he's going to try to reel in Barnhart and Braswell, and we're going to have our first caution come out, and it looks like it's going to be on Casey Borgmeyer in the 010. As we go take a look with the 010 here, he's getting that outside going in 3 and 4. The 44 of Lawson comes up in here, the 02, and it looks like he just collected the front wall and broke his right front tire, as you see it bent in right there. And that was, and see it coming off right there. Tough break there for the 010 of Casey Borgmeyer. And we're going to do a Delaware double file restart here. So if you don't know what a Delaware double file restart is, the leader will be having a row to himself, And second place, we'll pick the high side or the bottom side, and we're going to stack them up 2 by 2 right behind the leader. As we go here with a 101, it looks like Broswell is going to pick the bottom side. And we're going to go back underway here as the 109 of James Broswell is going to lead the field and get a good jump here. Here comes Barnhart down low. And as they go into turn number 1, they're going to be side by side coming off turn 2. The 109 of Broswell is going to get a good jump here on the outside lane. Here comes Barnhart still down low. He's trying to get that bottom side going in 3 and 4. And off of 4, it's still going to be the 109 at the line. Here comes that's the 110 of Copeland. He's trying to get that outside going as well. Again, we're still early on into this race as we haven't even completed a quarter of the race here yet, as we are back under caution flag here. It looks like I have Brendan Marlowe and Brad Allman getting collected together. And it looks like we're going to go with Marlowe here, as it looks like the 9A is just went a little bit too low and hit the grass patch and jumped up and hit the right quarter panel of Marlowe. And that's going to bring out your second caution for tonight's main event. And as we're still under caution here, to go over your lineup, James Broswell Jr. in the 109 is going to be leading the race, followed by the 101 of Brandon Barnhart. And right now looks like Barnhart will be picking the inside row. The 110 of Chase Copeland, he's going to be on his outside in third. And in fourth position is going to be Josh Smith and Cody Connor in 3. Or in the 3 machine, we ran in the top 5. We're not going to go green flag racing next time around. As race control did not like how the field was stacked up. Tyson Banks, he's going to be sitting 6th. Tyler in the 02s in 7th. Jordan Kublentz in 8th. Jeffrey Hyatt in 9th. And rounding out your top 10 currently is Justin White in the 20 machine. And Casey Borgmeyer got back onto the lead lap here. And the rolled up green flag was shown to the drivers. We're going to go racing next time around. The field is going to be led by James Broswell Jr. out there having a row all to himself. And in that second row is going to be the 101 and the 110. And Broswell's going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway here for your Firecracker 100. And Barnhart's going to get that bottom side going in 1 and 2. He's trying to pull up next to the 109. And here comes Chase Copeland on the outside as they go in turn number 3. The 101 and the 110 are going to be side by side. And coming off of 4, it's still going to be Barnhart sitting in 2nd, as we are 1 lap away from being a quarter of the way done with your feature tonight. And as soon as I say that, 110 of Chase Copeland got a good run off of turn 2 and made a pass on Barnhart. This Barnhart's running that bottom line. And now we're a quarter of the way through with your featured race tonight. Josh Smith has moved up to the 4th position, and Cody Connor is in 5th. And now Barnhart moves to the outside lane here. We're going to have a pass here, or look for a pass here with the 110 on the 109 as they come off turn number 2 side by side. The 109 is going to maintain the outside, and the 110 is going to maintain right there on his bumper as they go in 3 and 4. And looking at look for a slide job here, and no slide job was worth throwing this time around. The 101 is looking down low, and the 109 is going to get a good run off turn 2 down the back straightaway on the 110 of Chase. as the 109 and the 110 are both running the same lane of running the top, and Barnhart's running a different lane here, trying to maintain with the field, it looks like. Or maybe he might be trying to save some tire, as we are not even halfway through with tonight's event. As you see, they're right there on the lip with that right rear tire. And the 109 and the 110 are trying to separate themselves from the field, as both of these drivers have moved up 4 spots. And your current hard charger, and I hope I don't give him the announcer curse here tonight, is going to be your 27 of Jordan Koblenz, as he's moved up 9 spots. He's in that 6th position. He's trying to reel in Cody Connor there in that 3 machine to get into the top 5. And here comes the 02 of Tyler, trying to slide him here in 3 and 4, it looked like. As we're going to go back up to the front, I thought they were side by side in 3 and 4, or 1 and 2 there, as they go into turn 3. Coming off 4 is still going to be Broswell in that 109. As these two are kind of separating themselves from the field, Broswell has a 2.5-second gap on Barnhart in the 3rd position. And Copeland's right here on top of, basically right on top of Broswell. In 4th is going to be Josh Smith, as everyone's kind of running that top line now, getting that run on the cushion. And as soon as I say that, here comes Jordan Koblenz in that 27 machine. He's reeled in Cody Connor in that 3 machine, try to get in that top 5. As Jordan looks down low in 1 and 2, Cody is still on the high side. They're going to be racing down the back straightaway, as Jordan's getting chased down by the number 20 of Justin White. Cody Connor's reeling in Josh Smith here to move up and try to get into that 4th position, as Josh is going to run it up high. Cody kind of ran that midline there in 1 and 2. He's going to look down low in turn 3. And as they come off turn 4, Josh is going to get a good run and maintain that 4th position. And here comes Jordan right behind him, and Tyler as well. So they have kind of a train right there for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, all right here on your screen. As we are now 10 laps away from being halfway through with your main event here tonight. And Jordan looked throw a slider. He couldn't clear it. He shut the door, or closed himself from, pinched himself off from trying to throw it. Josh Smith's going to look down low in 3 and 4. He's trying something else. Here comes the slide job from Cody Connor in that 3 machine. He's going to try to slow it, and did not move up all the way, and gave Josh Smith the lane up there as they came off turn number 2. Again, on your screen, you had 4th, 5th, and 6th all battling out with each other, giving each other room, and trying to still race and maintain that ground, or gain ground, I should say. And we're going to go back up to your leaders here. Barnhart's in 3rd. Chase is still 2nd. And James Broswell is still your leader, as we are approaching lap traffic. That lap traffic is going to be the 10 of Ethan Waywood. See if lap traffic is going to play a factor here, as both these drivers are running the same line. The lap traffic is going to go to the or down low, hit that grass just a little bit. You can see that car got a little bit upset with Ethan Waywood, and that's what kind of happened with Brad Allman earlier tonight with Marlowe. As these two are both ripping the lip. Their next one that they're trying to pick off for a lap traffic is going to be Casey Borgmeyer. And we have one going over the bank in there and bringing out the caution. That's going to be Ethan Waywood. And we're going to take another look at that one. And that's going to be caution number 3 for tonight's feature. I just see Ethan's kind of running that high side there, throws it in there, and just keeps pushing pushing off the track, saves her from flipping, hits the outside wall, and breaks that right front tire. And that's the second right front tire that we've seen go away tonight due to the front straightaway wall. The 109 of James Broswell Jr., he's going to be still on the pole. And in second is going to be the 110 of Chase Copeland. In third, we have the 101 of Brandon Barnhart. And fourth is going to be the 83 of Josh Smith. And right behind him, and fifth is going to be the 3 of Cody Connor. Jordan Comblentz, he's made his way back up there in that 27 machine. He's going to be sitting in seventh. Sorry, he's going to be sitting in sixth. My ticker's showing the same thing that you're seeing. Justin White in seventh. Tyler in eighth. Brandon Marlowe in ninth. And right now, your top 10 currently is going to be Jeffrey Hyatt in the 111. As we are 46 laps down into your main event here. And this is going to be your last Delaware double file restart. After this, we are going to be double file unless we are under 10 to go, as under 10 to go will be a single file restart. It looks like Chase in that 110 machine, he's going to pick the bottom side for this Delaware double file restart, which is going to put Brandon Barnhart on the outside. The 83 of Josh Smith is going to be on the inside of row number 2 here. And the 3 of Cody Connor on the outside of row number 2. And Matt, hopefully get the router going here soon and get everything going, as we are about to go back racing here as Broswell leads us into turn number 3. The pace truck has pulled off, and he's going to hit that loud pedal as he's in 3 there and get a good jump on. Try to get that good jump on Copeland and Barnhart as they go into turn number 1. Copeland's going to push up high, and Barnhart's going to have to check up there, not take out Copeland, it looked like there on the screen. Here comes the 83 pushing, sliding up from the bottom to the top in 3 and 4. Here comes Jordan Comblentz. He's trying to make a pass on both the 3 and the 83 as they went into turn number 1 and 2 there. Down the back straightaway, he's going to move into your 5th position. He's going to try to make a pass on the 83 of Josh Smith and move up into your 4th position, as he has currently moved up 9 spots so far, or I'm sorry, 10 spots so far tonight. We're going to be 3 wide coming off turn number 2 there. That's going to be for your 5th place position between the 3, the 27, and the 3. Or the 20, 27, and the 3, as James Broswell just got the cross flags as well as the whole field. We are halfway through with your Firecracker 100. There's contact there between the 27 and the 3 as Jordan kind of slid up just a little bit too much, and that's going to allow Justice White to make the pass on Jordan Comblentz as well. And we're going to have a caution coming out. I believe that's going to be for your 44 of Samuel Lawson. We're going to take a look at what happened here. As the 44 is getting that high side going, you see that accident happen in front of him between Jordan and Cody. And got scared. It looks like Lawson just threw it in there thinking that he was going to have to avoid that 3 car of Cody. And now your field is going to look like this, as we are now going to go to a double file restart here for the remainder of the race. James Broswell Jr., he's going to be in the lead, followed by the 110 of Copeland. The 101 of Barnhart is in 3rd. In 4th is going to be Josh Smith in his 83 machine, followed by the 20 of Justin White. the 27 of Jordan Comblentz. He's going to be sitting in 6th. Tyson Banks has made his way back up to the race here as he fell back and was on the verge of getting a lap down there under the green flag conditions. Trying to let everything work its way out here as Tyson is going to be behind. No, it's going to be single file for here from out. It's not a double file. I've heard it. I was off of different. As Justin White is going to be in 5th, Jordan Comblentz in 6th, Tyson Banks will be 7th, and we're going to be, looks like the lights are out. We're going to be racing back underway here next time around. As Broswell is trying to hold off Copeland and Barnhart. Smith and White for your top 5. And Broswell is going to hit that loud pedal as he middle of 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. He's going to go back up to the high side. Here comes the 101 of Barnhart down low and 1 and 2. As Copeland is going to get that high side going in 3 and 4 here, and the 101 of Barnhart's running the high side as well in 3 and 4. Here comes, look for a slide job here for the 110. He's going to try to throw it up there. He didn't throw it all the way, and the 109 and left 109 in the lane up there as he's going to get the momentum and maintain the lead. As the closing laps come to the end here, I expect these two to start throwing some haymakers back and forth. As the 747 is going to throw a slide job here on the 27 of Jordan Comblentz and move into your 5th position. He's looking down low in 3 and 4, throw a slide job, a haymaker slide job here on the 20 of Justin White. That's going to move him up to 4th as he's going to try to reel in your top 3. Here comes 83 of Josh Smith. He's going to look down low and make a slide job on the 27 of Jordan Comblentz and get into that 6th position as Justin White in that 20 machine is going to be in 5th. The 27 of Jordan Comblentz is right down on the low side there. And Marlowe's made his way back up after being involved in that early race caution. Here comes 747 trying to make a crossover move on Justin White, and he completed it going down the back straightaway. As we are almost 3 wide here, and 3 wide now coming off turn 4, it's going to be the 27, 37, and the 83. The 83 is going to be on the outside. Here comes the 37 pushing up, and 83 is going to cross him over and go down to the bottom side here. Look for a slide job from the 83 to the 37 here on 3 and 4. There's that slide job I was talking about. And here, the crossover. We have Solon spinning out right back there behind him. As we are nearing 40 laps left in this race, we should see a lot of haymakers like that as we go on and follow Casey Borgmeyer in the 10 machine, the 010. Cody Connor is sliding down, and it looks like the 20 we'll go up there to the where the real wreck happened here to bring out the caution. You see the Tyler in the 02 run the outside, trying to squeeze up there with the 111, makes contact as he goes into turn 3, upset the car just a little bit, and getting in that slick, kind of started coming down, and the 9A of Brad Allman collected him, and then the 3 of Cody's in there, the 44 of Samuel, and the 10 of Casey Borgmeyer. And the light is off as they come off turn 4. The light will be off. They're getting the rolled green flag. We're going to back underway next time around. The 109 of James Broswell is going to be leading the field. The 110 of Copeland in 2nd. The 101 of Barnhart in 3rd. 4th is going to be the 747 of Tyson Banks. And 5th, we have the 83. I'm sorry, the 20 of Justin White and the 83 of Josh Smith is going to be in 6th. As we go down the back straightaway, the James Broswell's entering turn 3. He's going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway here for your Firecracker 100 as we are now 59 laps down here tonight. The 110 is looking down low in 1 and 2. The 109 is getting the outside going once again. The 101 of Barnhart's trying to get that bottom side going. Here comes the 74 on the outside looking as they go into number 1. And coming off 2, the 747 is going to try to get a good run here. Everyone's up high, and here comes Barnhart looking down low in 3 and 4. As Tyson Banks is going to get a good run there off of 3 and 4. Looks like Barnhart hit that dirt or inside grass and upset the cart just a little bit. And Tyson Banks is going to get that outside going once again. And at the line, it's still Barnhart, but Tyson Banks right after that, after the line, makes the pass and moves into your 3rd position. I believe Tyson Banks was trying to save some tire as you see him coming to life here late in this race as Barnhart's looking down low once again. And we're going to have another caution come out. And I believe that's going to be Cody Connor. As Cody Connor's on the outside here, coming off turn 2, down the back straightaway. And the 0-2 of Tyler just sends her in there and hits him in his left quarter and sends him around. And Brad Allman again had nowhere to go and getting collected in that incident. And it's going to be the 109 still, the 110 in second. The 747 made a pass there and moved into 3rd. The 4th position is going to be the 101. And in 5th should be the 20 of Justin White. The 109 of the pace truck lights are off. The road up green flag. We're ready to go back on our way next time around. As they go down the back straightaway, the 109 is ready to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway here for your Firecracker 100. And he's hitting that loud pedal. The green flag's waving for the field. The 109 is going to lead us into turn number 1. On the outside, the 110 of Chase Copeland is going to be in second, running that same line. On the outside, 747 of Tyson Banks is going to be in 3rd. Barnhart is still running that bottom side in 3 and 4 as he's trying to get it going down there on the bottom side with 65 laps down. He's going to be side by side looking battle here for 3rd with the 747 of Tyson Banks. And at the line, it's going to be Barnhart momentarily. And we're going to go back up here. You see a slide job working. And the 110 kind of pinched it off there. And Broswell's getting that run off of 2. And I want to apologize now during the broadcast. Since it is the day before 4th of July, there's fireworks going off in the background. It might upset the dogs. And you might hear the dogs barking. Just going to apologize now as the 101 of Barnhart's getting that bottom side going. He's made the pass on Tyson Banks. And the 109 and the 110 are still running the top there, right on top of each other. And we go back to your third place battle between the 101 and the 747. And something happened there with the 110. I think he might have got inside or got a little bit too close on the 109. We are now 30 laps left into this race, or 30 laps left in the race, with the 109 of Broswell getting that high side, trying to get that or Roswell's getting the high side going in the lead. I'm getting all my numbers mixed up with all these triple numbers. The 110 of Copeland is going to be trying to rip that lip there and reel in Roswell of the 109. Barnhart still getting that bottom side going. Here comes Tyson Banks trying to make that pass on the outside, as these two have been battling it out since the last restart. And you see Barnhart down there on the bottom hitting that inside grass lane. And these two are putting on a show, trying to battle it out for third. And in your fifth position, moved up 10 spots so far, that's going to be Jordan Comblitz in the 27. Tyson Banks going to get that outside rolling once again here. And your current leader and second place, nose to tail. And we're going in turn one here. Looks like we're going to have a slide job from the 110. He's going to go all the way up and close that door. And here comes the 109, crossing him over down the back straightaway, as we are now 25 laps left in your main event. They're going to be right there on top of each other, giving each other room. Here comes the 747. He's wanting to join the action as well. The top three are on your screen with the 101 of Barnhart right there. And as soon as all that happens, we are having another caution. And we should have 25 laps remaining for your event here tonight. And go on board with your fifth place runner at the last call. That's going to be Jordan Comblitz. See, he's running the outside, kind of went off the track just a little bit. Throws her in there and just was running way too high there. The 20 machine did the exact same thing, and the 20 machine was right there in front of the 44. I believe that was the 44, and that's going to bring out another caution flag for tonight's event. The 109 of James Broswell Jr. is going to be leading, followed by the 110, the 747, and the 101. And fifth is going to be Brandon Marlowe in the 37. And they're giving some of the guys in the pits time to get back out here and make the last few laps here. Again, we are 3/4 of the way done, as we have 75 laps down, 25 to go. And you're going to hear from your top three drivers after the race is over with. And I feel sorry for Jordan Comblitz in that 27 machine, as every time I bring up who your current hard charger is, it seems like something happens and they are not your hard charger of the night. And we're getting the rolled up green flag. That means that we're going back underway next time around. Again, your top three are going to be the 109, the 110, and the 747. As they go into turn number 3, Broswell is going to hit that loud pedal and get us back underway here for your Firecracker 100. Hopefully that was the last restart, and we can get these closing laps down in this race here. The top three are going to be running the top side there in 1 and 2 and following each other. And the first car out of line is going to be the 101 of Brandon Barnhart, as he's going to look down low. He's going to make a pass there, or trying to get gain there. And then we have a side-by-side battle between your 111 and the 37. That's going to be your battle for fourth on the screen. The 37 is going to get a good run here, coming off 2. He has a little bit of damage there on his nose. Hopefully that doesn't play a factor here in the closing laps. The 111 of Jeffrey Hyatt, he's going to maintain that fourth position momentarily. And here comes the 37 back again. They're going to be side-by-side as they come off turn number 2. And the 111 of Hyatt is going to get a good run. He's going to be right there on Barnhart's bumper. The 37 is going to get a good run off turn 4. The 101 of Barnhart's going to the high side. The 111 is down low, as this on your screen is 4th, 5th, and 6th all battling it out as 101 of Barnhart goes to the high side. We're going to go take a look at your top 3 and see where they're running at, as they're all right there on top of each other right now with only 20 laps remaining here, with the 109, the 110, and the 747, all your top 3 drivers. And 4th is still going to be Barnhart in the 101. The 111 of Jeffrey Hyatt is going to round out your top 5. And right behind him is going to be the 6th position driver of Brandon Marlowe in the 37. They kind of settled it down just a little bit here. And as soon as we come back up here to the front, we look for a slide job here. And the 110 is going to clear it. Here comes the crossover from 109 of Broswell. Broswell is going to get a good run off 2 down the back straightaway. He's going to move back up into the lead here on the top side. We're all right here on the train with the top 3, the 109, the 110, and the 747, as they're on the high side in 1 and 2, and go down the back straightaway. These 3 drivers are about a half a second to a second in front of Barnhart, as they're running the high side, coming off 2. The 110 is going to get a good run here. Look for a slide job here for the 110. He's throwing a slide job. The 109 is going to cross him over, and at the line, it's still going to be the 109 just by a nose, as we are entering your closing laps of 15 laps remaining. Here comes this crossover move from the 109, and as soon as the racing action is heating up, we have another caution flag coming out. And we go take a look at it again. We're on board watching the 27 of Jordan Comblentz, as he's coming off 2 down the back straightaway. And again, he just went in a little bit too high there and sent her overboard. And that's going to bring out your caution flag. And we have 15 laps remaining here tonight for your Firecracker 100. And your field is still going to be the 109 of Broswell, the 110 of Copeland, the 747 of Banks, the 101 of Barnhart, and the 111 of Hyatt for your top 5. I can get back to my clicker here. And it looks like we're getting the rolled up green flag. We're going to go racing next time around. And as soon as I say that, race control did not like the lineup and waved off the green flag. And this time around, coming off 4, they are getting the rolled up green flag once again as we're ready to go back underway. The race control likes how the lineup looks. The pace truck is going to be pulling off in turn 3. See if we can get our last 15 laps here to stay under green. Looks like it's 5 laps, and then caution. See if we can get them all done here on this last restart, as the 109 of Broswell is going to lead the field down the back straightaway, entering turn number 3. He can hit that loud pedal at any point. He's going to get on it now and get a good jump here as he comes off turn 4, getting the green flag, and we're back underway here for your Firecracker 100. The 110 is going to be running the high side. The 747 is going to try to cross him over just a little bit and run a different lane on the exit. Yeah, we're going to have another caution here as we go on board with Josh Smith of the 83. And he slides up, and as soon as he slides up, Justin White was right there and got into his back bumper. Josh Smith saved it there and got a good run and got into his back bumper. And that's going to bring out another caution flag. And your top 5 hasn't changed. Excuse me there. Your top 5 hasn't changed since the last restart there. So on 6 we have Brendan Marlowe. In 7th is Cody Connor. 8th is going to be Brad Almond. And in 9th is going to be Ethan Waywood. Sorry, Ethan Waywood is going to be in 10th. That ticker's moving, messed me up there. As they sort up the lineup, I believe we also have a driver in the pits getting his quick repair done. Again, we had 15 drivers make the call for tonight, and it looks like we are going to have 13 drivers going to complete the race here tonight. As the 83 of Josh Smith is made his way back out on the track. He's going to tag rear of the field and be car number 13, or position number 13. They just got the road up green flag. We're going to go racing next time around. Broswell is going to be trying to hold off the field here, see if he saved enough tire to finish out the race. As he leads the field down the back straightaway, the pace truck is going to be pulling off, and he can hit that loud pedal anywhere as he enters 3, and he's going to hit that loud pedal, get us back underway here at Lernerville for your Firecracker 100. He's going to go down low this time and throw a slide job on himself in 1 and 2 and try to change up his line. As Chase is going to get a good run, the 747 of Tyson Banks is going to get a run as well as they enter 3. These are your top 3 drivers. The 101 of Barnhart, he's going to run down low in 1 and 2. These drivers are all coming off top here, and we're looking for a cross or slide job from Chase as they go in turn 3 and crossover. And at the line, it's going to be by a nose for the 109 of Broswell. Here comes the 747. He's going to enter the chat here as we are now 10 laps left in this event. They're going to be side by side for the lead. The 110 is going to throw a slide job, and the 109 is going to look for a crossover. And at the line, it's going to be Broswell, according to the ticker. And that's too close to call, as they're going to be racing side by side. The 747 of Tyson Banks is going to try to enter back up there again. The 110 is running the high side. The 109 is going to try to throw a slide job. Did not stick. And the 110 of Chase Copeland is going to take the lead. And the 109 is going to move into second. And here comes the 101. He's trying to get back up there and battle it out for third. Here comes the 747 of Tyson Banks. He's going to try to throw a slide job on Broswell and the 109. He's going to clear it as he comes off for the 109. He's going to get bumper of the 747. We have another caution coming out. And trying to find what caused the caution there. And he's contact on the back straightaway between Justin and Josh as they go in turn 3. And then Justin loses it right there on the exit. We're going to go back to your live action here as they should be getting the rolled up green flag, and racing action should be taken back underway here. The field is going to be led by the 110 of Copeland, the 747 of Tyson Banks. In third is going to be James Broswell Jr. Fourth is going to be Brandon Barnhart. And rounding out your top 5 for your last 6 laps here is going to be Jeffrey Hyatt in the 111. As the 110 enters turn 3, the pace truck pulls off, and Copeland is going to hit that loud pedal once again and bring us back underway for your Firecracker 100. He's going to run to the high side. Here comes Tyson Banks looking down low in 1 and 2. He's going to try to get momentum here, and the 110 has that momentum on the outside and getting a good run down the back straightaway. The 747, Tyson Banks moves up to the top as he goes into 3 and 4. We're going to be side by side for 4th position, and that's going to be Barnhart and Hyatt, as Barnhart's running the top side and the 111 of Hyatt is running the bottom side. And on your screen, it's going to be 3rd, 4th, and 5th. As you see that 111 running that bottom side, Barnhart's running that mid lane. They're going to be, as the 111 got a hellacious run off of 2 there. Barnhart's getting that outside going. We have popsicle sticks next time around, as the field is still led by Chase Copeland in the 110. And Copeland almost lost it right there in the middle of 3 and 4. The popsicle sticks are showing out. The 747 of Tyson Banks has 2 laps to try to make a pass and win this race as they come down the back straightaway. And entering turn 3 here, see if the 110 of Copeland doesn't keep it on the track. As they're coming off turn 4, they're getting the white flag. Copeland's going to be leading the race. Here comes Tyson Banks looking down low. He's going to throw a slide job on the 110. The 110 is going to cross him over as we go down the back straightaway for your last lap. The 747 of Tyson Banks is looking to try another slide job. He's going to throw a slide job, try to close that door, cross over, and at the line, they're making contact. That was one great finish there between Chase and Tyson Banks, as that gap was a .01. Or I'm sorry, .08 gap. James Broswell is going to finish out your top 3. We're going to hear from your top 3 drivers at the conclusion of the race here. Obviously here soon. And for your feature, again, it's going to be Chase in that 110. And Tyson Banks in second by .08 seconds. In third is James Broswell in the 109. Jeffrey Hyatt. Hang on 1 second here. And we'll just leave it like that. With you got Jeffrey Hyatt in 4th, Brandon Barnhart in 5th, Brandon Marlowe in 6th, Cody Connor in 7th, Brad Allman finishes 8th, Jordan Koblenz in 9th, Ethan Waywood in 10th, Tyler in 11th, Josh Smith in 12th, 13th, we have Samuel Lawson, 14th is Casey Borgmeyer, and rounding out the field for tonight's race is going to be Justin White. And we're going to hear from James Broswell and Tyson Banks, and your winner of tonight's race of Chase Copeland. And bear with me 1 second, guys, as I'm trying to waiting on the And it looks like we're going to hear from your race winner, as I don't see Broswell or Banks waiting for me over here. And Chase, do you got a copy? And I might help if I unmute you here. And first off, congrats on the win tonight. A .08 second win over Tyson Banks. You put on a show, so with trying to make the pass on Broswell, and then you and Banks there at the end. That was one hell of a show to put on.
Yeah,
Well,
no, man, that was probably one of the most fun fixed setup races I've ran in a long time. So shout out to Josh and everybody for putting this on tonight. 100 laps of this track is pretty mentally draining, especially when it's around the lip like that. I kind of used my stuff up early in the beginning. I knew me and Brazzy were kind of on the same tire schedule, and once I saw that he was getting slowed up a little bit around top, I kind of lagged back and saved what I could up top. But yeah, man, that 3 wide and then that finish at the end with Tyson, that was class. It doesn't get any better than that.
and I think I know for me broadcasting wise that win of just a .08 seconds, and that's still pretty close there. I didn't know who it won at the line. I had to look at my tracker. I don't know if that's what you had to do as well.
Oh yeah, I knew Tyson would throw it. I've raced with Tyson a bunch. He's always drove me clean. And but I knew he would throw it for the lead, and I kind of expected it. I ran the top to try to get my momentum, and I checked up and ran that cut down. And I'm glad I did, because I really think he had a little bit more tire than me at the end. He was able to run the top a little bit more consistent, and he had a little bit more exit speed. But yeah, that finish was insane. That was that was so much fun. I don't know how else to put it.
And I think to kind of go along with you with your assumption of Banks having more tire, Banks started on the outside pole of that race, and whenever y'all started coming up on lap traffic, he was 2 cars ahead of being lapped down there. So he saved up, and then after that caution, that's whenever he made his run back up there to the front to race side by side with y'all.
Yeah, for sure. Then that was probably a really good move. I kind of had it in my head. I know we're on the DLMT setups and we're on 8.8 air, so I kind of had in my head to where if I can save for at least 20, 25 laps, and we start pushing up top, I would be okay. And that's pretty much what we did this race. We were able to get by some cars early on, and getting up in that top 3 was kind of huge early, and keeping the car clean, especially here at this big track.
Yes, sir. And you go into the record books here for Dirt Series and taking the win for the Firecracker 100. I remember the person that won it. They won it 2 years in a row. So you're coming in here and nipping that in the bud there.
Hey, it's always cool, man. Like I said, I really appreciate Josh and everybody that's a part of this, you for broadcasting the races. This is a really extremely well-run league, and I've enjoyed every race I've ran with you guys so far, so I appreciate it a ton.
Yes, sir. And do you have any friends, family, or sponsors that you like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, for sure. Midwest Sim Sports, we've got a really good group of guys over there. We just keep seeming to getting faster and faster every season. We're powered by Majula C Speed Shop. Those guys give us the dig week in and week out, and I can't praise them enough for what they've done for our team and just iRacing in general out here. It's been pretty amazing. So shout out to those 2 guys, and like I said, everybody that puts these races on, man, it was a blast.
Yes, sir. And hopefully you enjoy your 4th of July, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for the Show Me 100.
For sure, man. You too. You have a good night.
Yep, you too, and congrats again. And there you have it, your winner of Chase Copeland in that 110. Looks like the other 2 are not going to get interviewed, as they did not show up for the interviews here tonight. That's going to conclude tonight's events, but here it is, the 4th of July Eve, and it's also the Firecracker 100. If I can get it to play right for you.
Engines roaring under the blazing sun. Dirt flies high and the race is on. 8 tracks to conquer, the fight is real. Super late models, rubber burns the steel. Summer Sizzle, who's the king tonight? Turn my turn on the stadium lights. Champions rise, driven to the brink. One will win while the rest just sink. Grit and grind on the fast pace.
Again, thanks for tuning in here on Right Rear Racing. We will bring you the action in 2 weeks for Dirt Series Summer Sizzle, race number 5 for the Show Me 100. And we're going to be racing for the next 4 weeks after that as well to conclude the series. Everyone, enjoy your 4th of July and enjoy your week off from the racing action here. And have a good night.
Checkered flag flying, it's the end of the show. From dirt to the black top, we let it all go. Burning rubber, slamming gears, making hearts race. If you miss the heat, catch the highlight, press play. Right rear racing, lights out, that's a wrap. From the front straight to the back, we attacked every lap. Don't blink, don't sleep, we'll be back in your feed. With the throttle wide open and a need for speed. The drama, the thrill, the slide jobs and spins. Legends born in the booth and on tracks we win. Facebook, YouTube, hit subscribe and stay loud. We ain't slowing down, just saving it for the next round. Broadcast signed off, but the fire still burns. Catch us next time, where the story continues at full send. Joe, right rear racing.